Brian, cars and music were made for each other, weren't they?
Yes, they certainly were, me darling. The music has to be strong, it has to be powerful, it has to be passionate.
No Kenny G when you're cruising.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
No Richard Marx.
Not when you start
when you're
driving
behind
like
the
a tourist. That's not good.
What's the first car you owned that you were really excited about?
Well, the first car I owned when I joined AC/DC, because I'd never been able to afford a new car before that. So there I was, 32 years old, and I had my first royalty check, and I thought, wow. And I'd just come back from Belgium, and I saw a Chevrolet Blazer.
Interesting.
And I said, I gotta get one of those things.
What drew you to the Blazer?
I don't know, it was big, and it was just brutal, and it was American, and it was, I just loved it. And I bought one, and I got it back to Newcastle, and the people were just scratching their head, just going, what the hell is that big bloody
Really?
thing?
They hadn't seen something like that
They'd never
before.
seen anything like it.
Brian, when did you first get into racing?
It was about 15 years ago. I was in Los Angeles, and I got a gift from my wife to go to the Skip Barber race school up at Sears Point.
Very cool.
And it was cool, me darling. They put you in a race car, an open wheel race car, and boy, oh boy, you feel like Fangio, you feel like Andretti. My favourite car to drive, I would say, is the Lola T70, which is my race car. It's a 1965, 640 horsepower V8, Ford V8, and it makes it sound like a song. It's just so sweet, and it's so brutally fast. It's a little dangerous because the gas tanks are either side of you.
But you like danger.
Well,
you're a dangerous guy.
Well, this one was called a Widowmaker, and it's an absolutely stunning car.
Brian, speaking of racing, you finished the Rolex 24 at Daytona. How was that?
It was absolutely awesome. It's my very first time I've raced it. We came 12th. This is the strange thing. These big race drivers from all over the world were coming up, and Brian, it has been for me a big honor to meet you. And I was going, are you kidding? You're my hero. So at the end, I said, why don't we just shake hands and call it quits?
And go have a beer.
Yeah, and it was wonderful. The respect and the camaraderie of motor car drivers and the fans that were there were just absolutely wonderful.
Let's talk more about this connection between cars and music.
My darling, it's inexplicable. It's something that happens. It's a chemistry. It's just the power of the music, you know, the driving beat.
Yes.
Which is the heart of the car's the engine, and it drives you along.
When you're creating a song, what comes first, the lyrics or the music?
A large whiskey, Courtney.
Love it.
Well, I think America deserves a big fat pat on the back for bringing rock and roll to the world. And, you know, and I still believe in America. In every corner, a garage, there's somebody tinkering with a V6 or a V8, and I've got rock and roll music playing in the background.
How about you? Do you tinker on your cars?
I tinker. I'm a tinkerer. I'm a long...
Nice! And what kind of music do you listen to when you're tinkering in the garage?
Well, my favourite driving song of all time, I've got to admit this, is War. You know, Low Rider.
Oh, I love that song.
Low Rider.
Friend, drive the low rider.
Catch all the latest auto enthusiast news at Autoweek.com, in Autoweek Magazine and iPad Edition. Talk with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Autoweek USA.